You are now tuned into another episode of the Sillygirlspodcast. I'm your girl Charsla.
I'm your girl KeeKee.
And on this podcast, we dance in the rain. What's good, Silly Squad? It's your girls, the Silly Girls Podcast, and we're back with another fresh out episode for you. So please go ahead and like the video. Go ahead and comment and say hi. Also, hit that notification bell so you can be notified every time that we drop a video, as well as tap that subscribe button. Like I'll be tapping these niggas likes, the pictures, the likes, the ass, and out of the tapping that y'all be doing. Tap dancing around these motherfucking feelings, and just tap it, okay? Okay. Also, it is an arrow that is right under this video, and that arrow means that you can tell somebody that knows somebody that knows somebody, and because they family, I gotta tell them how to tell my family.
Tell them. You tickle me.
You make me laugh. I like the Share this motherfucker.
Share it to everybody on your timeline, on your friends list on Facebook, on Instagram, on TikTok. Send it in your group me's. Tell your boss at work. Just share it to everyone that you know, just to get help your girls out.
Yeah.
You know what time it is. It's my favorite time of the this little segment. I gotta say how much I love this girl sitting to my left of me. So even though she on the left of me, she ain't never went left on me. You feel, oh, bars. But she's the MC of this. I'm just, right here with her. Mm-hmm. She the stack to my smoke. She ain't never seen Sinners and she ain't gonna go see it because she's scary. But I'm
yes, the fuck I have, bitch. Bitch, yeah, I took my nephews, bitch. That's why I know what you was my stack and smoke, bitch. Yes.
It wasn't scary, was it?
No. Bitch, listen. As soon as I knew it was Michael B. Jordan and Ryan Coogler together, bitch, I had to.
Hey,
I took both of them.
Makes me happy.
Hell yeah, we'll talk about that later. But yeah, girl, hell yeah, I did.
But so
I'm going to watch it again tomorrow. Bitch.
The stack, that's what I'm saying, like the stack to my smoke, So how are you today? Little girl Blue come and blow his horn.
Whoop, whoop.
That's how his horn be when counting the sheep. Or is it for the cows or the purge? I don't know. But you get what I mean. How are you, little girl Blue?
I am good. Yeah, if y'all noticed for the last couple episodes, y'all gonna see me in Cozumel, Mexico shirts. I haven't told them. No, I ain't telling them. So yeah. So I went on a cruise to Cozumel, y'all. I got about 8 Cozumel shirts, Mexico shirts, because they was on sale the first stop. And then when I had went to, we kept walking, it was another sale that was better than that sale. And then I fucked up.
She love a good sale.
Yeah, and I just got all these damn shirts. So
let's first
all these Cozumel Mexico shirts.
Let's give a round of applause for her for going on a cruise. She's stepping outside that box.
I am.
Because she been getting on planes. She getting on bodies of water like that in small little rooms. I'm proud of you.
Yeah, because life is short. You know what I'm saying? Let me say this. My biggest fear is, heights and in the plane. Will I get on them? Yeah, but am I afraid as fuck?
Absolutely.
Still, yes. Listen, so, and then also, not only being up scares the fuck out of me, also being in the water scares the fuck out of me.
Because it's so powerful.
Listen, so we was on a cruise, because I ain't tell y'all about it. So we was on a cruise, and at, night, mind you, in the middle of the, ocean, is no lights.
It's black.
It's black as fuck.
And
no street lights, no nothing.
That boat
the first day I was seasick.
Yeah.
Remember, I would feel like I was throwing up. I felt like I was going to throw up. I was dizzy. I was, everything. However, I'll never forget. Listen, it was probably like the third night or whatever. So I would never actually go out on the balcony to see the water because I was so scared. Because I'm like, if I see something out there, because I'm like, I don't see anything. You can't see anything. So that was always my biggest fear. I'm like, just being in that boat, and I'm like, I know that this world is mostly made up of water, and I'm like, it's no way that we, they find a new species in the water every year, you know what I'm saying? So I'm like, it could be anything in there that can swallow us. They can, and so there's always been like a
bubble in your stomach.
yeah. And so it was one night, me and my brother, we was trying to find my cousin, and so we went, because he was always on the back end of the boat or whatever.
Yeah, the back part.
Yeah, and so basically, so we had went out to, and this was at night. Mind you, it's nothing. And so, we walking, and my brother was ahead of me, and I had just kind of stopped, and because I had kind of glanced at her, and I saw just nothing but blackness. And when I tell you that fear,
I already know.
This is. I'm not playing, y'all. Listen, the cruise was amazing. It was beautiful. I had so much fun. But baby, that fear. When I looked after, my brother was like, "Girl, come on," and I'm like, "Hold on, like, woo, hold on," because I'm like, we are really out here.
Yeah.
Nothing is out here but us. You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, that was the scariest shit ever.
No,
I had to hear it. I said, I'll be back here. I'm scared.
And even like during the daytime, because I'm not a fan of water either. I'm a Pisces. I love the sound of water. I love to look at water. To actually be on it or in it, it's not my thing. But when I went on a cruise and I was sitting up there at the top and I was looking, I was just, in my mind just went to a space where I was like, this water is powerful and it's deep, and you see them big waves, and it's like you don't know what's out there, and it is scary. But it's peaceful. Once you get past the scariness, you just sit there and let your mind relax. It's just so quiet. All you're hearing is the water. You can kind of reset your brain. But when you get nervous bad like that, ain't no way.
I had to go back in her,
Yeah.
and then so I said, Charsla, go back out there during the day. So I went back out there during the day, and I looked, and it was so peaceful. You know what I'm saying? But then, because I went to a space, I'm like, God is just amazing. And, his creation just, for us to be out here, and it's nothing but this water and so many,
what's in that
water. But I was like, so it's and I felt, it was a joy, but it was a peace. But I was also still like, we still out here.
Oh, this water.
We out here trying this water, you know what I'm saying?
When you went to sleep, did you feel like the...
Yeah, we kept rocking the whole time. Like, it would not stop. Like, I was walking down the highway and I'm like, whoa, you know what I'm saying? So, but yeah, I had so much fun. I went on the stage, I was finding a way on stage. Did I sing the
karaoke?
Yeah, not the karaoke.
You won that question.
Yeah, so it was so basically because I was trying to play the Deal or No Deal or whatever, and they picked me. I was mad or whatever. But however, they picked me to be on the. It was a yeah. Hold on. I'm glad that we bring this up on the podcast, okay? Because she know that I don't know no lyrics. Y'all should know that by our old games. I don't know no lyrics. When I sing a song, I be just humming.
You got better though.
I think I better. Yeah. But however, most time, like I love beats, and I'm like, yeah. So however, they picked me to be on this game show, and it was like guess the lyrics or guess the song. It was something like that or whatever. And mind you, I should have never been up there because, bitch, I'm the wrong person for the game.
Yeah.
However, bitch, I was the strongest person on the team, bitch. Listen, I was the only black girl on my team. There was nothing but white girls. But however, I was the strongest person. And then when it got to me, bitch, I knew the answers. I was like, oh my gosh.
What was one of the questions?
So they played part of the song backwards. And you had to, it was the first person to say the name of the song first.
Yeah. And
mind you, what's so crazy, I promise you, I wish I only got to snippet of me, but I wish I could see everybody else. Everybody else, it was probably like about 15 seconds of their stuff playing or something. For me, it only took about 3 seconds. Bitch, I hear it. I said, KeeKee would be so
proud. What song was it?
It was Poison. But I feel so proud. And then everybody was like, they were cheering me or whatever. And so when it got time, at the end of the round, the other team, whoever got it right, they could eliminate somebody else on the other team. The first time that they got a chance, bitch, the first person they eliminated was me.
Because they knew you was going to
So basically, and it was so crazy. Now, mind you, wasn't really a lot of black people in there or whatever. You know what I'm saying? It was on the cruise, but not in the actual game show or whatever, in the audience or whatever. The first time, you know what I'm saying, when they said, who would you like to eliminate? It was this black man that was sitting right there in the front row. I'll never forget him. He looked at me. He said, "Harlem Miller." He stood up loud. He was on me. I'm like, brother, man, goddamn. I'm like, nigga. Because, you know what I'm saying, we could win. I think it was it was a good prize or whatever. I think it was like a cruise. It was something. I'm like, nigga, I'm trying to win. Damn. He put. I said
One of them white women must have been his.
right. It had to be. He had to
It
be
was
one of
one
them.
of them.
Had to be one of them get out brothers. Cause he got, but however, mind you, and hold on, my whole family, as my brother, for the rest of the cruise, everybody was coming up to me. Hey, you the lady from the game show. You did so good. I promise you. Look,
You feel like a celebrity.
I feel like a celebrity, baby. You know what I'm saying? They was like, you did so good. You did. And then the cruise director, you know what I'm saying, the person who, you know, the
host, right.
or whatever, she knew me. Like she was, you know what I'm saying, the host. And so she was like, when it was the end of the cruise, she was like, yeah, they were intimidated by you. I was like, I knew, girl, I knew. You know what I'm saying? But the whole cruise, everybody would come up to me. And
People are truly friendly on cruises.
Yeah, they really
nice.
are. You know what I'm saying? So the more I went so far, but I had a fun time. We're gonna get off of that. Yeah.
Good.
Yeah. But anyways, I'm gonna jump inside topic.
Let's go.
So our topic, we're gonna talk about Uncle Shannon. Okay? Shannon Sharp, we know that he has been in the news, you know, so if you know, under a rock or whatever, and we're just not going to keep it as Shannon, we go talk about, you know what I'm saying, the dating age gap and stuff. But however, you know, Shannon Sharp, he has been with this young 19-year-old white girl. They started, you know, dating or fucking.
When she was 19?
19. When she was 19 and he's 56 or something.
Yeah.
I don't know the age. Don't quote me on it. Y'all get what I'm trying to say.
Y'all know the number.
Y'all know the number. You know what I'm saying? Your scholars out there. 1956 or whatever. And so basically, you know, she's trying to, you know, come out. She's suing him for 10 million or something. Some 50 million. Something like that. I don't know the numbers. Y'all get the gist. We just talking about it, okay? Gist. So, what's your thoughts even for, you know what I'm saying?
I think it's
her
disgusting. I mean, despite the fact, sue his ass all you want to, because he don't fuck with us no way. Sorry, y'all. I don't mean to be like that, but that ain't not black women. They ain't not fight. That ain't not. We ain't coming to bat for Uncle Shannon. Let him and them other ones that he like go to bat for him. We ain't going to bat for him. That ain't. You know, that ain't not circus. Okay. But as far as the age gap, I think it's sickening. Now, I'm going to be transparent here. When I was in college, my boyfriend was 5 years younger than me. But I didn't have any idea that he was 5 years younger than me. Because when you're in college, I'm thinking we're all the same age. I don't know. Mm-hmm. It's just what I was thinking. And then when I found out how old he was, I was like a little embarrassed. But by this time, I had fucked him already. Like, I wasn't asking for his ID or nothing like that. I said, I ain't
when you're in college... Yeah. Mostly everybody around the same age. You know what I'm saying? Y'all in school.
I was older than him. He was fresh out of high school. And I fucked him. That's how I fucked him before I knew what his age was. Like, you're crazy. Well, who cares about the age? I ain't in college. But yeah, as far as
he just throwing that thing in college.
Shit. He got me.
Got you good too.
Sure did. But yeah, I think the age gap is disgusting because what the fuck do your old ass want with a 19-year-old? She just out of high school. She ain't even mature yet. She probably know how to wipe a cat the right way and clean her body and make sound decisions without having got to ask her mom, or she can't even buy liquor. Right. What do you want with someone who could have been your child? And when I think
probably a great child.
Yeah, when I think of men that old dating women that young, when people say, "Oh, she legal," who gives a damn? That could be your daughter, and I think they be trying to just groom girls that little, like to because they can easily manipulate them and get them to do the things that they want them to do because they don't know no better. They feel like they have to. Because I'm gonna be honest, when I was younger, I was fucking just to be fucking. I didn't know that when you had sex that it was supposed to be pleasurable for yourself, about the orgasms and all that. I was just fucking because I felt like that was an act that you needed to do. If you and a boy talked and y'all liked each other, y'all supposed to have sex. You know what I'm saying? That's what my train of thought was, because again, when my mama would want to talk to me about stuff like that, God rest my mama's soul, I was like, I feel I was too embarrassed to talk about that. If I could do it all over again, I'd be all up in her grill about it, because she was very open, but it was me that was embarrassed and just ashamed to even discuss that, because I didn't want her to see her baby doing shit like that. You know what I'm saying? So I was just doing it to be doing it. And now that I'm like, that's what I'm saying, like her being 19, you got a 19-year-old girl, and I'm pretty sure he was because he seemed like what's the word I'm looking for, where he could talk his way through, like what's the word, a finesse, like he could talk his way, and then he had money too, so that talks too. So I feel like it's disgusting, and any man that agrees with it, you're a pedo, just like him, because that's pedophile shit to me. Like, no, I'm not okay. If my daddy was to bring a little girl home that's 19, I don't think I'll be talking to him. Because what the fuck do you want with somebody who could be my child and your granddaughter? That's sickening. Don't you think so?
Very.
What you think about it?
Okay, when the allegations first came out, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, oh man, come on. You know what I'm saying? Like, not that. It was like, you know what I'm saying? Here go another, you know what I'm saying? Person, white woman that's trying to take a black man down. Damn, you know what I'm saying? The man finna sign 100 million, you know what I'm saying? Then she's trying to, you know, get some of that. I'm like, damn, leave Uncle alone. You know what I'm saying? Cause no, for real.
Yeah.
And we love Uncle Shannon, you know what I'm saying? Like, we all call him Uncle, you know what I'm saying? Love his podcast and when he create the platform, whatever, you know. So it's like, love that. And I, you know, I'm like, damn, leave him alone. And then when, you know what I'm saying, the all of the information started coming out, I'm like, damn, I didn't know she was 19. You know what I'm saying? Damn. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh Lord. And then when it was said, I'm like, oh shit, I didn't know he just messed with white women. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, yeah, you know, you didn't like us or whatever, you know.
He like us like to KeeKee and KeeKee, like hey sis type of things, but not to have like to build a future with.
Yeah. So it cringes me, you know what I'm saying? At 19, because remember, I told you some, you know,
about that older guy.
Yeah, when I was living in North Dallas, I would never forget, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I probably was 23 or something, you know what I'm saying? And so it was this dude, you know what I'm saying? I remember I went on a date with, and the only reason why I tell you I gave my number because we was at the gas station and he asked my number and he had a nice ass fucking, you know what I'm saying, car. And I'm like, oh, I said, and I was like, you know, I'm like, he not somebody physically that I was, you know, attracted to, but I'm like, girl, just try. You know what I'm saying? So we had went out on a date and I just feel like I was on a date with my uncle.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So that's why I was saying that I can't even date older men because it's just for me, you know what I'm saying? Like because you know what I'm saying, I was like, mind you, the same way that Shannon, you know, well, Shannon got millions, but he was trying to offer to, you know what I'm saying, invest in my business the first date. First date. Because remember, I tell y'all this story when we went to Houston, and I'm telling y'all, I was like, he trying to invest in my, you know what I'm saying, he was trying to send me money, like, it was like, and I was like, I was cringy, even though I was like, you know, like, yeah, I want the money, but then I was like, oh, but what am I going to have to do for the money, you know what I'm saying?
You was going to have to be in a bind, Nate.
I was going to be in a bind, Nate, you know what I'm saying? Then all I'm thinking about is women, especially 19-year-olds who do that with him. I'm like, bitch, you know you don't like this man. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, for me, you know, mentally, I couldn't even get, you know what I'm saying, in that space. Because I promise you, when we was on the date, I was looking around like, I hope nobody gonna see me with this.
They gonna say, how you
know what I'm saying?
For your dad?
Yeah, right. And I was like, ugh. You know what I'm saying? Now, mind you, I probably was like 23. He probably was 30. You get what I'm saying?
So yeah.
That's about 7 years. But however, I still felt.
Because where he was in life, he was very mature.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Mind you, he probably, because we didn't get into age, I don't remember. But however, because the man he owned a car dealership, and he was, you know what I'm saying, a physician. He was doing something with, like, so basically he had a little money. You know what I'm saying? He wasn't Shannon Sharp money, but you know what I'm saying? He was well established, but I just couldn't. And all I'm thinking about is women, you know what I'm saying, that age. You know, let me pull back. Because that is my preference that I would. But somebody else, you know, they could look at him at that age and think, you know what I'm saying, that he's sexy.
It's a lot of young women like older men, which is fine. It's just our preference.
That is a huge gap.
A huge gap.
That is like, you know what I'm saying, like I could say 5 years. You know, whatever, you know, I would even get 10 years. Let's just throw it out there. But bitch, that's 20 to, that's 30 years. Like, it's like 30 some years, bitch.
Yeah, he done went to high, he done graduated high school and college. And you ain't even born yet. I'm just saying, like, for me, like I said, this is just our opinion. No puns to any of our cousins, silly cousins out there that's dating older. It's just that for me, I don't want nobody younger than me no more. I don't want nobody old. I don't want nobody that's a huge younger space than me, and I don't want nobody that's a huge older space. I would prefer to have someone within my age range, even though they never grow up or mature. However, but for me in my mind, it would be that, because I couldn't imagine me going over to his family reunion and I'm my age and he's 60, and I'm like, no. Then I go to my little boyfriend house, over to his mama house, and I'm same age as his auntie. No. Cause I remember, I never forget how I felt when, cause you know at Jarvis they gave us the ID and it had our birthday on it. You remember we had that? It was like one where they had our birthday on it. And he took my ID home, and I never forget. I was on the phone. He said, my auntie said, "Who is this old woman that done got a?" And I said, "Oh, oh." God damn, ain't it? Shit. I was like, look, nigga, I listen. I go get it. Ooh. God bless the child. God bless the child. I said, damn. And I said, what you know? And I said, fuck it. Got him, boy. Got him.
Oh my God.
I just feel like it's disgusting, but you so crazy.
Yeah, but you know, let me like real talk for real. But I hate to see successful black men that came from especially like where he come from. You know what I'm saying?
About his somebody's granny and all.
Yeah, and then to date like white women, and I ain't knocking. You like what you like, but it's like a, you know what I'm saying? It's to
don't
me.
bring us in it. Like I don't like y'all. Like that ain't not. And then because we always coming to back for you. Like no.
Because the main ones who coming back for right now is black women. Let's be honest.
Yeah.
And nobody. You know what I'm saying?
Ain't
like,
nobody. We gonna ride for you. That's what we. That's what we do.
You know what I'm saying? But however, and forget Shannon right now. Let's talk about men who are like that. It's that. A lot of them, you know what I'm saying, they look at, you know what I'm saying, the black women as the ones where it's too much that they have to feel like they have to do versus, you know what I'm saying, the Becky who is much easier.
And that's what,
that's what they say. Yeah, and that's what they say. And, you know, and
we don't know. We ain't white women.
But however, the reason why is because the black women is going to challenge you. And I'm not saying it in a space where it's like, not a good thing, it's a healthy thing where it's like, now Shannon, I know that you know what I'm saying, you make out this money, baby, but that ain't, you know what I'm saying, what's up or don't, you know what I'm saying, it's like not, and so they don't like that, you know what I'm saying, because they feel like I make money and I'm successful and I'm, you know what I'm saying, I'm a celebrity. Shouldn't have that power. You shouldn't, you know what I'm saying, what the fuck you mean? That's how a lot of them are who are celebrities, you know what I'm saying,
what's crazy?
Versus a black woman where it's like, fuck all this fame and this money. You know what I'm saying? Like, no, that's why, you know what I'm saying? Like, y'all, I love me some Savannah James, you know what I'm saying? And, you know, it's just certain women where it's like, no matter what, you still need a black woman, you know what I'm saying?
Black man. And why you
I'm
bring
saying a black woman because it's
black man and a black woman is what I'm saying. But it's so funny that we say that because it was this post. I'm gonna have to send this to you. I shared it. It just says somebody black was like, I'm only dating white women because black women take you for everything you got. Baby, them white women did not disappoint. They was in the comments. They said, who told you? I
think you had said this to me.
Them girls was like, who told y'all that? She told me, baby, I'm taking everything and the doormat that's on the door. Talking about y'all don't know where y'all got. Like they did not.
They gonna take more than us,
and they said it in the comments.
Yeah.
Like, they was like, no, you must. Did you?
The black woman probably gonna ask for 10. She gonna ask for 50, bitch.
That was like the white girl said, you don't know our history.
That's exactly, dumbass.
She said that's what we built off of. Like they did not disappoint. I said
they married for financial gain.
That's what they do. They don't marry.
I'm dumbass. We married for love. Yeah. They married to take your ass for their money. The fuck is wrong with y'all? But however, let me say, you know, I pray for Unc, but I ain't gonna lie, I'm just saying it. I ain't really said a prayer. You know what I'm saying? But however, you know, that's what happens. And, you know, I could say much more, but I'm gonna just leave
Monique,
it there.
they said Monique tried to tell me.
She did.
But they be thinking Monique a little crazy.
You know.
Well, Unc, you made your white bed laying.
I'm gonna leave it at that. I ain't got nothing to say because I got some other stuff, but I only want to go
we
there
don't want y'all to what's the blackball us.
Yeah, but they ain't gonna blackball us because ain't nobody be watching our shit no more.
They sure don't. We just talk to ourselves.
It's cool.
You be like, hey, you know how they be like their lives, like, I'm just waiting for a few more people to jump on. don't like eyes.
Hold on, we gonna get blackballed on council, bitch. We can say whatever they
By
want.
the time y'all found this. By the time
Shit,
y'all find this.
To the 25 of y'all soldiers, we want to say, we appreciate you, y'all.
To that one.
To Elizabeth.
Clay.
We
that always
What up, brother?
Yeah, brother, you always listen. We can depend on you. T-shirt coming your way. But anyway, Silly Squad. Well, no one said